Gamer7, and welcome back to some more Tales of Berseria. So if you missed the last couple of episodes, or maybe even just the last episode, there will be a link in the description below to the Tales of Berseria playlist where you can go and catch up over there before you continue on this video so that you're not confused or so that you do not get any spoilers. So go ahead and click on that now before we head into it. But if you did watch the last episode, then you sort of know where we're at. We're heading to this tower, which who knows if this is a good idea or a bad idea. Probably a bad idea. We're pretty sure it's leaning more towards a bad idea, but you know what? I'm gonna take the motto of my shirt and say, you know, life is short, eat the cake. Just go ahead and do it. That's what we're gonna do. But first, we're actually gonna go check on this expedition. Because as soon as I loaded the game, it's like, your expedition is returned. We lost every single time. Great. Also, most of the games that I've played on my PlayStation, I haven't really noticed, except for on this one, and there may be more games out there, and there may be some, because I have several, well not several, but I have quite a few PlayStation 4 games that I actually have either downloaded on my PlayStation 4 or a physical copy that I actually haven't played yet, but I love how this changes to pink when I play this game, because that's like, sort of the game's color, and I like it! That's just a random thing to say, but we're already like 20-some episodes in, and I'm just now mentioning it, but you know, hey, it's fine! Or, I may have mentioned it before, I don't know. But yes, we're gonna go explore this area again, because y'all still have not found everything that I need y'all to find, at least I'm pretty sure, I didn't really check. Anyway, also I don't know if my face is gonna look horrible or not, I decided not to do, like, any makeup at all, because I was just like, forget it. My hair's washed, that's a plus. My lips are probably slightly shiny, but that's only because I want a chapstick, and the only chapstick I could find had that, like, sort of gloss lip tint in it, so it's like, alright, that works. Anyway, let's head on back into the game here, and let's go see what awaits us beyond these doors. Probably a cutscene. Cutscene? No. Okay, we're in Lorithrin. Why do games have to have names I can't pronounce? That's the same for this game. That's the same for Legend of Zelda. That's the same for, like, every game I play. Ever in my whole entire life. Metroid. Sims. You name it. Somehow there's something in there that I can't pronounce right. Somehow. I'm gonna open this chest. And there's, like, a hair dancing on. Holy moly! There's a hair dancing on, like, the top of my head, and it was itching really bad. It sort of still is. It's like a baby hair or something. I don't know what's... This is sort of eerie music, and also, is this, like, water? And if it is, why is it glowing? Like, I feel like I should be concerned about this water supply. It's sort of cool looking, like, if it wasn't inside of a tower and it was in, like, a forest, I would be like, ooh, ah, magical, but it's in a tower, so it's a little ominous. See, sometimes it's the placing of things. Sometimes it's how things look and how things do that can change. You can take the same thing, put it in 3 different areas, and it could give someone a totally different effect each time. I think the prime example of that is kids. You put kids in, like, a cute little kids room, and they're playing and having fun and doing all this stuff, and then you're like, oh, whoa. But you're like, oh, that's adorable. Then you put them in, like, an abandoned house that's falling apart, and there's, like, ivy growing up all over the place, and knives laying around, and they're just standing there staring at you. Then they become the ultimate horror story. Oh, I see you hiding there.
EIZEN,
oh, hi.
When and how did Ifree disappear exactly? And how did you two meet in the first place?
You know, you ask an awful lot of questions about us.
What? I don't mean to pry, really. Perhaps it's a habit I picked up from my work. Drat. It seems I've been digging too hard.
Yup.
No matter. Ifree vanished about a year ago.
I'm pretty sure
he agreed to fight a duel against someone, and secretly left to meet his opponent. Once we figured out what was happening, we rushed to the scene. But all we found was the aftermath of a fight. And a pendulum.
Was Zavid his opponent?
Given his choice of weapon and his ability to fight, I'd say it's likely.
What I don't get is why Ifrid would end up captured and imprisoned by the Abbey after a fight with a stray Moloch.
The Abbey had him prisoner?
On their island. Until an exorcist named Melchior took him away, that is.
What? Lord Melchior did?
The Abbey would have captured Ifrid about a year ago. Surely it must have caused quite a stir.
I was simply patrolling. I wasn't involved in any such operations. Oh, but I do remember that we suffered a great number of casualties around that time. I never heard why, and when I went to investigate, I found no records of any major deployment. And then I was ordered to cease any such investigation by Lord Melchior.
That's fishy.
He wanted to hide something, clearly. And I think I'm starting to get a picture of what it was.
And it involves the Abbey?
I done lost my train of thought, but I was gonna say that I'm pretty sure Velvet and EIZEN sort of know that she's up to something because they've seen her. Okay, that's where my thing is, but I have a little thing up here that had chest on it, and now there's two after I've opened that last one, so apparently, you know, there's more chests in here. There's a cat spirits box. Does that count as one of the chests? Maybe. I don't know. Did not. So I want to go up. I want to explore first. I may possibly have to go up here later anyway, and maybe the point of exploring is pointless. But and I can't go through this door yet, so I'm probably gonna have to come up here afterwards anyway, but it's fine, it's okay. Maybe the cat spirits will reappear. Oh, I was talking about, creepy settings and how you can take one thing and into the other. Little kids scare the crap out of me in a horror game. Horror movie. Like, games will probably scare me faster than a movie just because I'm at least controlling the character, so it sort of puts me a little bit in that mindset and sort of puts it like I'm almost am that person. Movies, not so much. Horror movies almost never scare me, but I love watching them. They're like one of my favorite movie genres, but they don't really scare me per se. But I will say you put a kid in it and I'm a little creeped out. I may not be scared, but I'm just a little like like I'd be thinking if I was in that situation, I'd be like, oh no. Oh hey, is that him?
Ifrid.
That is him. This is a trap.
This is Von Ifrid.
This is a trap. This is totally a trap, EIZEN.
EIZEN, it's good to see you again.
You know, I didn't really expect
So
this
you're
guy to
alive.
look this way.
You could have sent a letter.
When have you ever written a letter to another man?
True. Aside from my little brother, not even once.
Your brother? Ah, yes.
He has a
You told me
brother?
that once. EIZEN, why?
I've got no brother.
Oh, he doesn't. Oh. I was about to say, what?
Enough of your tricks!
Who is that? Who is that?
Thanks for luring him out. I owe you one.
Who is that?
Zavid.
Now come on out, you old coot.
EIZEN looks surprised by that person. Who was that person?
Lord Melchior.
Breaking through my double illusion. Impressive.
Who is the other person?
I'm making a point not to fall for the same tricks twice.
I shouldn't have let you get away last time. I won't make that mistake again.
Why am I here?
Her consciousness has returned, so that is its power.
into a demon. What? This can't be happening.
A chain reaction. Your Reaper's curse is quite a dreadful affliction, isn't it? Don't you run away!
Heads up! Wyvern's coming!
What is happening?
Why would an exorcist create a demon?
Hey, worry about that later. We've got damn dragons to take care of.
Now, rise!
Go, Maggie Lou.
Sending angel!
Bam. Listen, can someone please tell me what buttons I did hit that first time I did that? That allowed me to do what she just did. Stop blocking me! Stop it! But seriously, like, what? I have so many questions. I have more questions than answers. I'm confused. So many. I get. Okay. One. I did not expect Alfred to look like that. Because obviously he looks like that. Because at first, you know, EIZEN could tell that it looked like Alfred, but maybe it wasn't Alfred. But there was a chance that it was Alfred. So that's apparently what Alfred looks like. That was not my expectations of Alfred whatsoever. So that's my first thought of what just happened. This is taking a really long battle. This is good to sort of explain myself, sort of, basically. Because all three of these things are still alive. Also, I'm gonna let EIZEN come. Oh, it won't let me. It won't let me let EIZEN or Rokuro come in for whatever reason. Anyway, the second question is, he did a double illusion, so there was a second person that appeared behind EIZEN, who, if I might say, has the same hair color as him and sort of had like a similar hairstyle as him, but it had a ponytail in it, maybe a little bit longer, so more like a girl hairstyle. Plus, she was wearing a dress, and EIZEN seemed very shocked and surprised by it. So maybe he doesn't have a brother, but maybe he does have a sibling, maybe a sister or a relative. I don't know. It's interesting that he used that trick to sort of see if it was the real Alfred or not, but that okay, they're all dead. Or maybe no, they're not. Yes? No, I don't know. Oh, hey.
Looks like you got caught in your own trap, old man.
Oh, are you sure about that? What the?
I'll take care of the last one.
What are you doing now?
He just saved the wyvern?
You folks jump in and kill without a second thought. Is that your creed?
Marvelous. Your Siegfried is just the power I've been looking for.
It's your fault that this is happening, dude.
What
My work here is done.
the hell did you do? Wait, damn you! Follow them!
Hey, we all love it up. That's cool. But, anyway, back to, you know, what I was saying. So who is that girl? Secondly, you know, why, how, I want to know,
Where the hell did they go?
Find them. They can't have gotten far.
I'm assuming up this way, since there's a door up this way. But how is, why have I forgotten? Eleanor, why did I forget her name? How Eleanor is taking all this, because obviously Melchior is creating demons and turning people into demons. It also seems like he's controlling people. That's really confusing. Like he's controlling people. Maybe those mass number of casualties of people that disappeared, and the reason why he didn't want her looking into it is because they technically didn't die. He took control of them. Okay, maybe not that okay. I've just been fooled. So yeah, I want to know her sort of thoughts on this and how he's controlling these people, why he's controlling them. Obviously, he's one of the not-so-good people in this abbey. I feel like there's got to be some good people. Maybe Eleanor turns out to be one of them. I still don't fully trust her, but, you know. Maybe the fact that the doors are still... Wait, these doors were open. No, these doors were not... What is this? How come I don't remember seeing this? I gotta sneeze. If I leave that out, don't judge. I mean, leave that in, don't judge me. It came on out of nowhere. But yeah, and also, why is... Oh, I'm forgetting everyone's names. I'm so good at remembering Sims names, but I can't remember other characters' names on other games, apparently. But, why he doesn't like us killing these monsters. Because technically, we run into monsters out in the wild and they freely attack us, so... What would it do to actually let them go? What purpose would that serve?
Damn. You sure got some speedy legs for an old fart.
I'm glad to see you're okay, Zavid.
Zavid.
It's not me that I'm worried about.
Melchior was highly interested in your weapon. And yet he didn't steal it. Surely a legate like him could snatch it if he wanted to.
Why bother stealing it when you can just copy its hidden formula?
That's what he did.
Some arts can decipher the workings of other arts in a split second. And guess what Melchior's specialty is?
As he left, he said, "My work here is done."
The Abbey must have some use for that unknown art. Who knows what? After all, they brought it here from another continent.
And we'll find out what they're after and crush it to dust.
Let me ask you just one question. Why do you have Siegfried?
I'm counting on you, he said. Back when I served the Exorcists, they sent me on a mission to capture Eifried.
Zavid, you were once their slave?
Yeah. My mind was under the influence of Inominat's domain. But when Eifried aimed this baby at me, one shot was all it took to open my eyes. The fight we had after that was one for the books. You might have been a human, but that guy was a beast. Put a song in my soul. But then Melchior had to jump in and spirit Eifried away with one of his damned illusions. That old bastard! Playing tricks with people's minds.
But why'd he grab Eifried and not Siegfried when he had the chance?
He probably didn't know at the time that this guy was the real prize he was after. But Eifried knew. Right before he was taken, he distracted Melchior long enough to hand Siegfried over to me. Well, that's all I know. Whether you believe me or not is up to you.
Got it. We're done here.
Huh? That was easy.
Eifried only says I'm counting on you to people he trusts.
Is that so?
So, what are you gonna do now?
Gotta keep looking for Eifried. Still gotta give this back and settle our score.
I doubt you have much time left to get that done.
I'd hazard a guess that until now, Melchior was unaware what Siegfried could really do. In other words, he and the Exorcists weren't able to interrogate anything out of their captive.
And now that Eifried's no longer needed, I see no reason for them to keep him alive.
You think I don't know that?
If you really want to save Eifried, you probably ought to team up with us.
Nope. No can do.
Why not?
You lot will do anything to achieve your goals. Even kill. Sorry, I'm a fighter, not a killer. I won't steal a single life. That's just my creed.
And I've got no intention of changing our pirate creed either.
EIZEN and Zaveid have their own creeds. They both have such strong principles, even though they're so different.
Just like humans.
Y'all? Just because they're Malaks or whatever doesn't necessarily mean they're different. Same for us half-demons here. Just saying.
Well, that was sure something. Melchior and his illusions are cheats.
There's no cheating in combat.
What I meant is that they were awfully dirty tricks for an upstanding exorcist.
And the illusions seemed so real. Had that gone on any longer, I wouldn't have been able to tell what was real and what was fake.
If it can't be distinguished from reality, perhaps one could live a happier life within the illusion.
That sort of happiness can rot.
You think so?
But by using illusions, you can defeat an opponent without causing them any physical harm.
Oh, how humane. Wow, the Abbey is so great.
Lord Melchior is an exemplary man who has served Lord Artorias since before the Abbey's founding. He's done everything from logistical planning to defense strategy and even political negotiations. He shows the utmost concern, even for his opponents, so...
He turned a friendly Malak into a dragon.
That was...
Physical wounds can heal. Emotional wounds never fully fade.
Yeah, but...
Don't lose heart, Eleanor. Foul play is foul play, but you're talking to a demon and a witch. Who can judge?
I appreciate that you're trying to console me, but as an exorcist, I cannot accept this.
So, where are we going now? I have no idea what our plans are. I'm just gonna keep walking this way and assume that eventually they'll tell me something. Someone will pop up, something will pop up. I don't know. What? And how? And when? And where? I don't even know which direction I should be. Okay.
I thought I smelled someone pondering. What's on your mind, Laphicet?
I know Siegfried comes from another continent and all, but do you know anything else about it, Ropero?
Nope, can't say I do. All I care about are swords. That contraption doesn't interest me much.
I suppose that makes sense. But it looked real powerful.
Just guessing based on how we saw Zaveid use it, I'd say it amplifies his power somehow.
An amplifier. It's true that he seemed to get stronger when he fired it at himself.
Yeah, and it gave that dying legendary wyvern enough strength to escape.
But wasn't it also what he used to dispel Melchior's illusions back there?
That was also amplification. The Malakim are the source of his arts. The relic pushed them past their limits and... kablooey!
Suffice it to say, it can be used both offensively and defensively. It must be very hard to master.
More important is what the Abbey plans to do with it. Not that I really care.
At this point, you're intertwined with us. Oh, hey, I want to know this.
Laphicet? May I ask you something?
What is
Question it is, we all
The
want
girl
to know.
with the umbrella from Lord Melchior's illusion. What is her connection to EIZEN? I don't think he'd answer if I asked him myself.
I don't know. I was wondering about her as well. She was pretty, wasn't she?
Oh, so you like a girl who's cute, but with a bit of sophistication.
Really? I thought his type was more like
Shh. What's going on?
We were discussing a delicate topic. Laphicet's first crush, if you must know.
Oh,
No, we weren't. We were just talking about the umbrella girl from the illusion.
the Umbrella Girl. That illusion made EIZEN hesitate. She must be really important to him.
Indeed. It must be a deep, naughty relationship.
Come on now.
Like a wife he wants to leave, but he can never let go. Or a lover from whom he can't move on.
No, that's too wild, and she's too young.
Yeah, it's not that. What's more likely for a self-serving pirate is a daughter from a woman who only knows him by a fake name, perhaps one whom he cast aside, or who cast him aside!
And maybe she was somebody he couldn't marry for some reason. But when she died, he raised her daughter for her.
He had been friends with her since they were children, but they only realized their true feelings after they had been married to someone else.
Is this their idea of romance? In any case, beware of girls, Luffy said.
They're getting a little
Right.
carried away. My thoughts was siblings, just because she looked quite a bit, from what you could see from her, she looked quite a bit like she could have been related. But that was my thoughts. Everyone else is gone, like, granted the, child one technically would make her related, but, and, only time will tell. I'm sure eventually that, since it's now been presented, that we will be told in due time who she is. So we just gotta wait. Don't get my bum. Nope, it got my bum. Okay. I've been saying that a lot recently because where I play Mario Kart with my nieces, I try to make it funny to them without using certain words that sometimes I may have used with playing with friends. So that's just the word that I started saying every time someone's chasing me when we're doing the battles now. So it's a thing. Die. Come back here. Don't you run away from me. You can't run away from me. Ouchies. Okay.
Its guardian was angry at it.
What? I don't know where I'm going. I'm assuming this is the right way since there was cutscenes naturally.
Whoa! Hot water is spouting out of the mountain.
And look at those rainbows.
This is one of the 7 wonders of the world, the Bernak Geyser. The water heats up from underground until the pressure forces it to spray up from the surface.
And the rainbows are caused by light reflecting from the salts suspended in the mineral water. It took tens of thousands of years for the minerals to accumulate here and form this phenomenon.
Wowee!
That was very educational.
At least you know plenty of trivia, if nothing else.
Additionally, the groundwater veins that feed this geyser are connected to the sea. Because of this, every now and then a boiled octopus or crab will shoot out from the geyser!
No way!
That's impossible. Well, not impossible, but
With the salt content of the geyser's water, I bet they're seasoned to perfection.
Magilo, I'm declaring your bizarre imagination the 8th wonder of the world.
People say that all the time.
What? Okay. Anyway, let's continue on. Oh, you're a code red demon. This is not. Was this the way I'm supposed to be going? I don't know. Oh, I can get that chest when I come get the code red demons. Where is this? There it is. Where am I? Wait, some. No, that's the wrong button. Return to the Von Eltia at Port. So where is that? There it is. Can I use? Haha, yes. I have 5 of those left, so it's good. I don't want to walk all the way. Yo! Hey, how's everyone doing? I could try to go play that card game again. I'd really rather not, though. I'm gonna go save real quick, so. Okay. Why does there seem like there's more guards on this bridge than last time? Our expedition has returned! And there's a frog. Okay, let's check on the expedition.
Take a look at this.
See how they did. Okay, at least you got 2 wins there this time. Good. Scullery Draft. So I guess certain, like, islands give a boost or something. Characters give boost to certain islands or something. Because, Rokuro always was the Lemon Sea. The Layman Sea or whatever. So we still haven't got all the materials. Because I can already see, like, just on that page alone. We haven't got... How can I... There we go. So we've gotten everything else except for there's the first one on
Scout
this
ship
first page.
setting sail.
I'm gonna make y'all go there until y'all find that very last one. Why does my hair... I mean, I have the ceiling fan on above me. It's quiet enough that I can turn it on and try to keep my room at least as cool as possible while I record. Because I can't turn my air conditioner on, but it's like making my hair like... Nyeh. Hello?
This big storm came and swept me out to a Class 4 island. And let me tell you, it's as bad as the rumors make it sound. I wanted to just wait it out in a shipyard somewhere, but then the water turned all gooey. Then I had these jellyfish things coming onto the deck, and before I knew it, slugs were swimming around in the damn ocean.
Wouldn't the salt in seawater mess up a slug?
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But these weren't no sea slugs neither. Scary, I'll tell you that much. You want my advice? Stay the hell away from that island altogether. But if you do go, watch out for that gooey stuff.
What did that pirate mean by Class 4? I've never heard of that.
It's a classification the Abbey uses to help inform their strategy, an estimation of how well they've been able to manage the demon outbreak in an area. Administrative Zone Classes 1 through 3 have been assigned a suitable contingent of exorcists to guarantee the population's safety.
So, Class 4 administrative zones are ones that are still unsafe?
In a perfect world, the entire kingdom would be protected, but there's just not enough manpower to go around. The Abbey doesn't send exorcists to remote areas and far-off islands. Instead, they avoid casualties by making those areas off-limits.
But that pirate mentioned he'd come close to an island. Are those policies actually enforced?
They send out an official notice to stay away, and that's all. It's not like they could blockade every tiny remote island out there. So you're free to dive into the deep end if you want, but no one will come to your rescue. Hope you know how to swim.
If they could keep the demons in check, they wouldn't have to tell people to stay clear. Frankly, I think the Abbey just doesn't want to go near places like that.
In other words, these are dangerous places that the Abbey has washed their hands of.
Makes you wonder how much they can administrate these places when they're not willing to get their hands dirty.
Are there many Class 4 administrative zones?
I've heard of 10 such regions in my time working as an inspector for the Abbey, but I'm afraid I couldn't tell you their exact locations or their current status.
If the Abbey abandoned this island, it's probably safe to assume that it's getting to be pretty dangerous.
If we go there, we're gonna want to be prepared.
Wait, are we going there? Oh, I can go to. But I don't have to. Yo.
Demons! There's more of them! A whole band of them rampaging through Roark Forest!
There was already one dangerous demon in those woods, and now we have more! And they're still on the loose! A lot of exorcists have come to deal with them, but...
What do these demons look like?
That's what I want to know. Those Abbey people won't tell us nothing. Every time a demon comes around, it's all, show us your cargo this, and don't leave port for a while that. How are we supposed to catch any fish?
These demons really are a pain in the neck. If I was an exorcist, I'd lay down some justice, I tell ya. At the end of the day, it's not the demons or the exorcists that have it rough. It's us normal folk.
Anyway, you guys should be careful. There are demons about.
Thanks for the warning.
You know, but is it really the demons that are really the big issue here? I have a feeling that there's not really that many demons that they're referring to, but they're trying to keep something hidden, is what I believe. Well, let's head on to the
mate!
ship.
You're all right!
Sorry to worry you.
And the captain?
It turned out to be a fake. But now I know the real one's still alive somewhere.
Well, of course he is.
Not that he has a lot of time left.
What do you mean?
Calm down. I'll explain later.
EIZEN, you stay calm too, okay?
No.
And you've all taken your Salatoma?
Yes, sir.
And nobody died?
All still kicking.
Compared to your curse, sir, the sickness was tiny potatoes.
All right. Then let's get ready to sail out.
Already done, sir. We're ready whenever.
The Pirate's Creed, huh?
There's worse out there.
Hair, stop it. Now let's just go. Packing meaner than ever. I don't really think that y'all are mean. Oh, we can go here. Oh, that's really close to some of the mainland, if you ask me. For it to be a Class 4 island. Well, anyway, we'll go there at some other point in time. We're just gonna go back here, where we were originally planning on going. We can go to that Class 4 island later.
It's too bad that wasn't the real Ifreed. But I'm glad everyone on the ship is feeling better.
Yeah. Though it sounds like they never want to touch that Salatoma stuff ever again.
What about Eleanor?
She took it too, and her face went all wow.
I don't mean how she looked. I mean how she actually feels.
Oh, well, she looks like she feels better too.
Good.
You're worried about her, aren't you, Velvet?
No, it's nothing like that.
Let me tell you something, kiddo. When young maidens ripen, they have trouble expressing their feelings.
So Velvet's ripen?
Mogilu! Quit giving Laphicet confusing thoughts!
No trouble expressing those feelings, I see.
The Abbey is supposed to exist to bring peace and order to the world. Everything the Abbey does, everything Lord Melchior and Shepherd Artorius do, it ought to be rooted in that mission. And yet, something just doesn't feel right here.
You are dismissed. That knowledge is not for you.
Something wrong? Whoa! Easy there. Just asking.
Sorry. I was just deep in thought. Is there something you need from me?
Nah. Just heard a bunch of sighs and wondered if you were feeling sick or anything.
No, I drank my Salatoma juice.
Ah. Tasted like crap, didn't it?
It wasn't that bad.
Hey,
What?
are you afraid of demons?
No, I am not. It's more like I despise them. 10 years ago, a group of them attacked my village. They destroyed everything. And everyone.
Including your family?
Yes. The only family I had at that point was my mother. And in all the chaos, she... have left of her is this hand mirror she gave me. I didn't want anyone else to have to feel the way I did. And so I became an exorcist in order to destroy demons. So you can keep your pity.
Gotcha. I will then.
They're not all the same. Just saying.
What is that?
That's called a penguin, a type of bird native to this area.
Penguin.
Their meat is succulent and tender, and makes a lovely stew.
Wow, what's it taste like?
You'd eat that poor thing? Savage.
You're one to talk, demon. It was one of my mother's specialties.
All right, enough of the chit-chat. Magilu, what's this grimoire friend of yours like?
Well, how do I put it?
Oh boy.
Oh. You know, like that.
Like what?
Well, to put it in a way those of meager imagination can understand, Grimm's got a sort of listless, aristocratic air about her. A noble woman in her twilight, you could say.
Huh. So you mean like a woman, but different from Velvet and Eleanor.
You're not wrong there. Tell you what, just keep an eye out for a grown woman.
Grown woman. Okay,
Eizen's
I got it.
face.
Well, since we got her name, we could start by asking around.
Exactly. Now you're talking. What's up, kiddo?
Magilu, you're a grown woman yourself. So why is it you have trouble clearly expressing your real feelings?
Good question. Put simply, a long time ago, mine broke. Bagow! Chapoom! Bye-bye!
Your feelings broke?
Come on. Let's question the townsfolk.
You know, the impression I'm getting is that Velvet and Eleanor are around the same age. But Magilu apparently is older. But if you ask me, Magilu seems like she's around the same age as them too. Like, just personality, height, everything-wise, seems like she's around the same age. I could be wrong. But, of course, you know, some people can look older than they actually are, and some people can look younger than they actually are, so it may be something along those lines, but I guess I'm supposed to start questioning the townsfolk. Question, 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 question. Can't say have, doesn't sound like a Southgate name. Are you sure she's on this island? What do you mean that doesn't sound like a Southgate name? Wait, what warning? Wait, what? I didn't pay attention. There's a chest over there. How do I get there? Excuse me. I think I know how I get there. Is there anyone else I could talk to, though? I think there was someone else. I feel like there was someone else. Am I wrong? Right there. Hey. Fellow fisherman told me he saw an octopus eating a whale. What? That octopus must have been a demon, which means demon blight has spread to the sea. Anyway, I'm gonna collect this. I actually am going to end this video here and do a quick save, but I hope you've enjoyed this video of Tales of Berseria. If so, please hit that lovely like button and subscribe to see future episodes of Tales of Berseria. Also, if you have any suggestions down in the comments, you can put those down in the comments below, just no spoilers. If you just want to chit-chat or tell me who your favorite character is, I would love to know who y'all's favorite character is. I think if you've been watching the series, or at least watched big chunks of it, you've probably done figured out who my favorite is. But we'll see if y'all remember that. Let me know who y'all think my favorite is, and also tell me who your favorite character is so far. I'm hoping that Eleanor is slowly coming towards our side, because, you know, not all humans are the same, not all Maliks are the same, and not all demons are the same. That's just how it is. We may be different in certain ways, but in the end, we have similarities in the fact that we're all different. There is bad, good, in between of all three. So, well, there hasn't really been really horrible Maliks yet. I mean, I guess EIZEN technically is a pirate, so he's technically not good, but, I mean, who cares about that? Anyway, make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. Also, make sure to share the video so that others may enjoy it as well. And thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!